Hello friends, for today's video I thought it'd be fun to watch through the Shadow of the Erdtree trailer and then chat after, so we'll go ahead and start and save our thoughts for once it's done.
Pure and radiant, he wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men.
The weird egg thing.
There is nothing more terrifying.
It's music.
In that forsaken place, blood must spill. Blood of your fellows. The Erdtree faithful.
Look. Just take over for any small area. That's cool.
They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war.
Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of light?
So cool. Throwing darts.
I presume you, too, are keen to know just what kind Mikola is doing here.
That's pretty. I like that. I don't know if I like the person wielding swords that are Ooh, that's cool.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Vesper's flame.
Come now, touch the withered arm and travel to the realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
It looks so good! Is there more? Okay, there's more. Oh, okay, that wasn't... Well, that probably was something. So, I was about to be like, that was nothing, but I bet a bunch of channels that are gonna explain things, because when I went to type in Shadow of the Erdtree trailer, there was already videos that were like, the trailer explained. I'm sure that little last clip means something, but the fact that the Erdtree is... this is a perfect way to demonstrate what the Erdtree is doing, but that's interesting already. I haven't looked into it too much. I've been trying to avoid seeing all that much about it. I'm wondering if you can't access certain things until you've played through the main, I guess you could say, quest of the game. I'm not sure. I keep looking because I'm just looking at the end image and it looks so good. I know a lot of us probably were already aware. I'm all over the place. Let me go back to what I was saying before. What I was saying before about you might have to finish the main story. I don't want to reveal anything. If somebody hasn't played through all of Elden Ring, maybe this is making you want to get into it. I know some people wait until a lot of DLC content's out before playing through a game because they wait until there's everything, like Witcher, for example. They waited until the DLCs for that had come out. So I know for some gamers, they haven't played through everything. So I don't want to say too much, and plus, I don't really know anything. I feel like many of us that are fans of Elden Ring, we go to those other channels that explain how everything works and how everybody's connected. And it's like the meme of Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia where there's all the strings. I feel like that's what some people have to do to explain what is even happening in this game and how everybody's connected. But anyway, Mikola. This is where, when I started to interrupt myself, where I was going with this. I know a lot of us, even if we've avoided seeing a whole lot about this, we had a feeling it was involving Mikola. And I'm already really excited about the design of the character. I'm actually wanting to do, because I just finished my second playthrough of Elden Ring, and I wanted to do a tier ranking of the bosses in the game, but I didn't want to just talk about difficulty or things like that. I kind of wanted to have a combination of elements where we talk about how the fight itself carries out, but also the design of the characters, how memorable they are. And I like to look into that kind of stuff because there's so much care and thought beyond just the fight itself, but how the fighting style ties to the character and how it ties to their design and why they're shaped the way they are and why they're wearing what they're wearing, the colors, what side effects they have on you. So status effects, I should say. Side effects makes it sound like they're a medication. But I want to do that, and I think that'd be really cool. I don't want to have to wait until June to do that, to incorporate what looks to be some new bosses. But regardless, the point is that I really love looking at all the effort that goes into those things. And Miquella, I'm assuming that's Miquella, right? Because they show the hand in the egg thing, and when you go down to that area, that is who supposedly is in there. And they look so cool. I wasn't sure what their design was going to be, how similar it was going to be to Melania, however you pronounce it. But obviously you would think there would be some connections to them. All the statues, though, always show Miquella looking very childlike, so I wasn't really sure what we were going to get with that, but it looks so cool. I'm nervous, though, because obviously Melania was, for me anyway, pretty much the hardest boss in the game. I'm not alone in that. I know a lot of other people found her very difficult, but I'm like, well, it's her brother. He's gonna be so much harder. Sorry, I'm gonna cover my microphone. I'm kind of squealing in excitement. Maybe that's really obnoxious and annoying. But anyway, I was curious how much actual gameplay we would see. We didn't really see a whole lot. It looked a lot more cinematic, which is pretty common these days. Sometimes things will say gameplay trailer and you're like, oh, that didn't look like gameplay. But it obviously wasn't entirely cinematic, and it doesn't say gameplay, it just says DLC trailer. But I had heard people say it was going to be a gameplay trailer, and I didn't look into this at all before because I really wanted raw reactions. But a lot of the areas look kind of similar, but some of them look very different. That field with the kind of blue glowing flowers I thought looked really great, and then that giant chain coming out of the fire, that looked like the area that you go underground to get to, and you have to run through the stupid rot, right? Scarlet rot? Unless I'm misremembering the statuses. But regardless, in that area, there's a few spots you can go to and fight an enemy and get an Erdtree, get the seed. Not Erdtree, but whatever the seeds are called. There's a little thing you can fight, but I don't remember there being any kind of chain, so I wonder if that's going to present itself in that area. I'm also wondering, are we just going to get this new area, or are the areas that we've seen before going to expand? I could also see that one spot being Volcano Manor, maybe, but I'm trying to think of the navigate, like where everything is on the map. Would it make sense for something to open up there? Maybe, because the Erdtree is sort of north, so if we could kind of go somewhere in that direction, I don't know. But one of my favorite things about Elden Ring is how when you go to high spots, you can look out and you can actually see other areas that you were at before, that when you were in that section, you might not have even noticed there was something up there. There's that one area that's sort of mine-filled, and you can stand from a spot. It's the area where there's all the things singing in Latin. But anyway, you can stand and look out, and you can actually see the statues where one of the gates is. And I always thought that that was so cool that they really incorporated. They could have just easily made it foggy and you can't see that far out, but they actually made it so that it feels as though you're truly looking at this massive landscape. And I'm curious if they're going to open up areas or if they're just going to have a new area. I hope they open up new areas. I already like so many of the different places in Elden Ring, so if they were to expand on them and have a new section, just don't make me go across branches, please, because getting to the Erdtree was already challenging enough, and I don't want to deal with ants trying to push me off and those little things that play their horns and then the bubbles pop you off of the branch. I don't want to have to balance on anything. I'm probably gonna have to balance on stuff. So I'm really pumped. I was already really pumped. This has been one of my most anticipated releases for this year in gaming, but just in general as well, because we've got some pretty heavy hitters. If you're a book fan, Destroy My Archive 5 is coming out this year. If you're a gamer, I know a lot of people are excited about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, but Shadow of the Erdtree is one of the things I think I've been the most excited for, just because I've had so much fun when I go to play this game, not just replaying it by myself, but playing it with friends, kind of joining and traversing the land with other people. It just feels like you can keep finding new things and you can keep having new experiences. Oh, I was gonna add to the knight, the wings that they had. That looks so cool in this. It'll be cool to see other spells for people that do incantations, or if you're just a mage in general. I think that'll be really cool to see. I'm so excited. I know this was all over the place, but those were just my raw reactions. Now I'm going to be like a lot of other people. I'm going to scour the internet for deep dives into what all of this means, but I'm so excited. Are you as excited as me? Are you as filled with glee over this? Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Bye.